Think about your last few lunches. Was it a deli sandwich on soft white bread, a rice bowl, or maybe fries or chips on the side? For most people with type 2, those choices trigger the biggest blood sugar spikes of the day. But here's the good news. Swapping just one small part of your usual meal can flatten that spike by 20 to 30% or more. That's not theory, that's clinical data. In the next few minutes, I'll show you 5 simple, research-backed swaps that fit right into what you already eat. Let's start with the easiest win. Lentils are one of the most underrated tools for stabilizing blood sugar, yet they have a naturally low glycemic index that makes them a powerful swap for high-carb staples. In fact, research shows that replacing even half of your rice or potatoes with lentils can reduce after-meal spikes by 20 to 35%. That's a substantial effect from such a modest change. Although they don't get the spotlight that beans or quinoa often do, lentils consistently demonstrate a unique ability to blunt that sharp rise in blood sugar that many people struggle with after lunch. Some people hesitate to include lentils because they worry they'll feel heavy or cause digestive discomfort. Perhaps you've even heard that they can be hard on the stomach, but studies tell a different story. Research shows that with regular, consistent consumption, those concerns usually don't materialize at all, and when they do, they are most often rated as mild or even non-existent. When prepared well and paired with other foods, lentils are typically easy to tolerate and can actually feel quite light on digestion. What makes lentils work so effectively isn't just their fiber content. Their soluble fiber and resistant starch certainly play a big role, slowing the speed at which starch is broken down into sugar. But beyond that, their plant-based protein interacts directly with starches to delay digestion even further. Add to this their polyphenols, natural compounds that can inhibit the very enzymes responsible for breaking down starch into glucose, and you've got an impressive combination. Together, these factors mean your body absorbs the energy from lentils more gradually, which results in a smoother rise in blood sugar instead of a rapid surge. This effect has been measured in real meals. When participants ate rice mixed with lentils, their blood glucose rose 13 to 21% less than when they ate rice by itself. Pair lentils with potatoes and the difference is even more dramatic. That buffering action is exactly why they stand out among other carb sources. When it comes to adding lentils to your meals, you don't have to get elaborate. Large green, small green, or even split red lentils all offer similar benefits. A bowl with a cup of cooked lentils, a few slices of grilled chicken breast, and a drizzle of olive oil is simple, balanced, and satisfying. You don't need exotic spices or complicated methods. Just pairing lentils with protein and healthy fat makes them easy to enjoy while also enhancing digestion. And far from worsening digestive issues, eating them this way can actually help the whole meal move more steadily through your system. Lentils prove how much one simple swap can steady your blood sugar, but the real magic happens when you pair them with the right partner. So what's the creamy companion that not only balances carbs but also keeps your energy stable for hours? Let's find out. Avocado earns the title of a creamy stabilizer because it changes the way your meal affects blood sugar. Instead of carbs breaking down and flooding your bloodstream all at once, the healthy fats and fiber in avocado work like brakes, spreading that release more evenly. This is why it's often called a slow-release food. On its own, avocado doesn't raise blood sugar, but paired with other foods, it helps keep digestion steady and prevents sharp rises. For years, people with diabetes were often told to avoid fats across the board, but that's outdated advice. Fats don't all act the same way in your body. The type found in avocados, monounsaturated fat, or MUFA, doesn't trigger blood sugar spikes or clog arteries. In fact, research shows that eating more unsaturated fats in place of saturated fats helps lower the risk of cardiovascular disease, improves cholesterol, and supports better blood sugar regulation. That's critical information because heart health needs extra attention when you're managing diabetes, and avocado is one of the most reliable ways to bring in these protective fats. Calories can be another common concern. It's true that avocados are calorie-dense, but portion makes the difference. Half an avocado at lunch is enough to give you the benefits without overloading your meal. The fiber helps you stay full, reducing the chance you'll snack too much later, while the fats provide lasting satiety. Used wisely, avocado can actually support weight management instead of hurt it. What makes avocado so effective is how it solves 2 problems at once. The fiber slows the conversion of starches from bread, rice, or other carbs into sugar, while the fats signal your stomach to release food at a calmer pace. Together, they form a natural buffer that flattens both spikes and crashes. This makes avocado especially helpful at lunchtime when larger swings in blood sugar can sap your afternoon energy. And research supports what many already experience. In a study with Hispanic adults managing type 2 diabetes, those who included avocado regularly in their diet had lower HbA1c, meaning better long-term blood sugar control, along with steadier fasting glucose compared to those who did not. That's an encouraging sign that avocado isn't just useful for the immediate post-meal window, but for day-to-day stability across months. Adding avocado doesn't require a full menu change. Instead of removing foods you enjoy, you can layer avocado into what you already eat as a counterbalance to carbs. For example, topping lentils with half an avocado and a protein like eggs or salmon creates creaminess, fiber, and fullness in one bowl. Even replacing chips or a large side of bread with fresh avocado slices can lower the impact of the meal without making you feel deprived. But what if you want to rethink the main base of your meal altogether, especially the grain on your plate? That's where another staple comes into play, one that looks like a grain but doesn't act like it once you eat it. Quinoa stands out because while it looks, cooks, and serves like a grain, it isn't truly one. It's a pseudo-cereal. That difference in classification explains why it behaves so differently in the body compared to traditional grains like white rice. Instead of triggering the sharp glucose surges you typically see after a bowl of rice or pasta, quinoa provides a steadier, more balanced response. For anyone wanting the comfort of a grain-based meal without the crash that often follows, quinoa offers a practical solution. For many older adults, staples like rice, bread, or pasta have been fixtures on the lunch plate for decades. They provide comfort and familiarity, but the problem is they're stripped of the very nutrients that slow digestion. Refined grains bring very little protein or fiber, which means they rapidly convert into glucose and push blood sugar higher than intended. That quick rise is usually followed by a dip that leaves energy levels low. Quinoa addresses this problem directly, delivering the same satisfying fullness but without the volatility. One reason it works so well is its naturally lower glycemic index compared to refined grains, but more importantly, quinoa is nutrient-dense in a way most grains are not. Each serving is a treasure trove of protein and fiber, and uniquely it contains all 9 essential amino acids, giving it the distinction of being a complete protein. This nutritional package creates a built-in slowing effect on digestion, so starches are absorbed more gradually. Instead of a post-meal slump, the energy from quinoa is released in a controlled and steady way, which supports day-to-day blood sugar management. Research adds further support here. A study focusing on older adults with impaired glucose tolerance found that diets centered on quinoa helped normalize blood sugar metabolism, where conventional grains often failed. This makes quinoa especially relevant for seniors navigating prediabetes or diabetes. Not only does it keep immediate spikes in check, it also supports long-term glucose stability through its balanced nutrient profile. Bringing quinoa onto your plate doesn't have to be complicated. A simple bowl with 1 cup of cooked quinoa as the base, topped with black beans for additional protein, fresh vegetables for crunch, and a spoonful of avocado salsa strikes the right balance between comfort and control. If quinoa isn't stocked locally, whole grains like bulgur or barley can act as alternatives. Both carry plenty of fiber, which slows down the digestion of starches and promotes similar blood sugar stability. Another practical benefit of quinoa is how it manages hunger. Its combination of protein, fiber, and complete amino acids not only smooths blood sugar, but also leaves you feeling satisfied for longer, helping reduce the urge to snack between meals. And when paired with legumes like lentils or beans, its amino acid profile becomes even stronger, extending satiety and controlling appetite more effectively. Quinoa balances things through protein and fiber, but other foods target blood sugar in entirely different ways, working quietly at the cellular level to improve how your body responds after eating. You might know broccoli is healthy, but here's a hidden superpower you probably didn't expect. It contains a unique compound called sulforaphane. This powerful component has been directly linked to improving insulin sensitivity. In practical terms, sulforaphane acts at the cellular level, helping your cells become more responsive to insulin. Think of it as making your body's own insulin work more efficiently, allowing glucose to move out of your bloodstream and into your cells where it belongs, steadying your blood sugar levels in the process. Most people think of broccoli as just another vegetable for the side of the plate, no different than green beans, peas, or carrots. But broccoli offers more than basic fiber and vitamins. It combines two important factors: insoluble fiber, which slows digestion, and sulforaphane, which directly influences how insulin functions. That makes it different from most vegetables because it supports digestion and also impacts the deeper processes tied to glucose control. What stands out even more is how broccoli works in multiple ways at once. Like other vegetables, its fiber slows the breakdown of starches, keeping sugars from hitting your blood all at once. But this isn't just about digestion. Fiber also supports your gut by feeding beneficial bacteria. Those bacteria in turn produce short-chain fatty acids, which help regulate inflammation and metabolism in ways that further stabilize blood sugar. Put that together with sulforaphane's ability to boost insulin efficiency, and broccoli becomes especially valuable for people managing diabetes. Studies have tested this effect with broccoli sprout extract, which has high levels of sulforaphane. Results showed reduced fasting glucose in adults with diabetes, while extracts deliver a far stronger dose than what you get from a serving of broccoli at lunch. The findings highlight what this vegetable naturally contains. Eating whole broccoli offers the same compounds at a milder, steady level that's safe to rely on every day, without the need for concentrated supplements. The simplest way to bring broccoli into your meals is by gently steaming it. A cup of steamed broccoli alongside chicken or quinoa combines fiber, nutrients, and balance. For more flavor, roasting broccoli in olive oil and a pinch of salt can make it even more enjoyable. And that oil isn't just for taste. Olive oil provides unsaturated fats that research shows can improve insulin resistance and slow digestion, making the whole meal work better for blood sugar. Unlike refined grains or starchy sides that need careful portion control, broccoli only adds benefits to your plate. It doesn't boost glucose on its own, and instead actively supports steadier digestion while helping insulin do its job effectively. That's why it earns the title of a green shield. It protects blood sugar balance from multiple angles, keeping your midday meal on track. But even with the right vegetables, grains, and fats, something is still missing. To create a meal that truly avoids spikes and crashes, you also need a steady anchor, one nutrient that quietly influences the way everything else on your plate is absorbed and used. Think of lean cuts, like grilled chicken breast, as the irreplaceable steady anchor of your lunch. Protein quietly changes how your entire meal impacts blood sugar, keeping things calm and consistent. When that protein comes from a clean, lean source like chicken breast, it adds stability without hidden starches or sugars, making it especially valuable for balanced midday eating. More than just a source of calories or taste, chicken breast works in the background, slowing digestion and supporting how the rest of your plate is processed. A major challenge at lunchtime is how often meals lean too heavily on carbohydrates. Sandwiches, pasta dishes, or rice bowls dominate the plate, leaving protein as an afterthought. Without enough protein, those carbs move quickly into your system, creating sharp spikes followed by drops that leave you drained. This is a concern many older adults recognize, particularly since eating lighter at lunch often leads to leaving out the nutrient that could make blood sugar steadier. Falling short on protein doesn't just mean feeling hungrier sooner, it also allows glucose swings to happen unchecked because carbohydrates don't have a slowing partner. Lean protein like chicken addresses this directly, extending satiety while moderating digestion. This isn't about eating more food overall, it's about adding the anchor that prevents your blood sugar from rising and falling too abruptly. Research also highlights a practical strategy: eating protein and vegetables first, before carbohydrates, significantly reduces post-meal glucose and insulin levels. That means starting with chicken paired with vegetables, then moving on to your grains can make a real difference in how your meal affects your body. The role of portion size adds to this sense of steady control. A serving of about 3 to 4 ounces, roughly the size of your palm, provides the right amount of protein without excess calories. This keeps appetite calm and blood sugar stable, giving you energy to carry through the afternoon. Adding fiber alongside this serving strengthens the effect. Chicken combined with beans, lentils, or whole grains produces greater blood sugar reduction than either food would on its own. The protein slows how quickly food leaves the stomach, while the fiber slows how glucose is released. Together, they create a teamwork effect that outperforms each element separately. Chicken doesn't require complex preparation to deliver these benefits. Grilling a few pieces in advance allows you to keep them ready in the refrigerator, where they can be sliced for wraps, bowls, or salads in minutes. Its neutral flavor makes it easy to season with herbs, lemon, or garlic without losing the stabilizing effect. That versatility makes it simple to repeat during the week without meals feeling repetitive. Great, your lunch is now working for you, but most people still get a second spike between 2 and 5 p.m. that can undo all that progress. The good news? Researchers have found that a few specific afternoon drinks can stop those blood sugar spikes in their tracks. I break down the top 3 in the next video, and if you're serious about keeping your glucose steady, you won't want to miss it. Click the video on screen now.